Hey, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in. Stunning trade across the NBA this weekend. This is going to send ripples through these both franchises for years. For the Mavericks to trade an All NBA top 5 player in his prime in the middle of the night, something I would have never believed. I would have never believed that the Mavericks would trade Luka in his prime. So let's try to break it down a little bit. Mavericks perspective. This is awful. Absolutely awful. I can't believe new ownership allowed this to happen. I can't believe the GM Nico thought this was a good idea. Look, I'm not in the building, but it has to be more than just you stop believing in him, and it has to be more than his playing weight. Because I mean, let's look at New Orleans. Zion eats every day, right? And he's been overweight for years, and the Pelicans haven't had any interest in trading him or getting rid of him. You know, they're willing to give him contracts. So if you pull the trigger on a deal like this, you better be getting a haul. I'm talking about a treasurer's chest, a haul, just something spectacular, something sort of like the SGA deal. Why would you settle for just AD at 32, Max Christie, and a 2029 first? That's ludicrous. The Mavericks have put all their chips on the table in the short term and sacrificed the future when you could have done that with Luka. Let's look at Anthony Davis, the other big player in this deal. This probably sucks for him, you know. He probably wants to be in LA. Sure, he gets to play with Kyrie and play the preferred four, you know, and now he's on a team that's a little bit closer to contention than he was with the Lakers, but now it all depends on him, right? It depends on how he's going to play. And this Mavericks team isn't a juggernaut. It's not like they immediately jump to the top of the Western Conference and run through it. I mean, they can play with anybody, and I'm sure they're going to have a good season here, like close out to the playoffs. But in short term, I mean, he's 32. He has a history of missing time. What if he picks up an injury? You lose a season. Now he's 33. You know, I don't know. I'm curious to see the trajectory. I think they're starting from zero for the next couple years until the dust settles. We won't really know. But I believe the Mavericks have set themselves back and basically left the future up for grabs. To me, as a Spurs fan, it sort of has like Kawhi trade, you know, but you know, they're more the Mavericks are better in the now versus the Spurs, but the Nico's going to have to be making more moves to pick up draft capital, be able to bring more guys in. You know, how are the Lakers going to build for Luka once LeBron is gone? Because in the NBA, you need a superstar. And if you want to contend for a championship, a superstar in his prime is a must. And the Mavericks just sent theirs away. I don't know. It's crazy, but I guess we'll see how it turns out. Let me know in the comments. Drop a follow if you love sports. Laker Nation, how we feeling? Mavericks fans, how we feeling, man? My heart goes out to y'all. This one really does suck.